Hi, Dyslexic Genius here. I'm back on the Fern O'Grand, and I want to show you how to put everything together now. The winding crank mechanism, the spindle shaft mechanism, and the greasing. First we're going to do the winding crank mechanism, and it has a pin in it. I've already pre-tried it a little bit, make sure everything worked, but I'm going to show you how to do this. This is the winding crank shaft. This is the pinhole that fits right here. I'm going to show you how to put that in too.
Why do you have this brass in the vise?
I have the brass in my vise. I've talked about that in videos. This protects from marring anything. All you do is you take a little sheet of brass. I have a video on how to make it, but it's... So we've greased it lightly. We're going to put it in here. We're going to go, oh yeah, that feels really good. Now what we have to do is we have to put this piece in. And this piece goes in here. We line those two holes up. Now, if your sweet angel was a nurse or you're a child of the 60s and you used your Kellys to hold something that was illegal, you'll know what I'm talking about. That's for all the old people out there from the 60s. What you do is you take a pair of Kellys, and you lock it down like that. And you come in here, line that gear up. Don't hit the other gear.
If you don't have a set of Kellys, you could use
A pair of needle nose pliers. You have to have somebody. You want it to. You want to hold the pin, but you want to let it slide a little. It won't hurt it. Then you need a punch. You're going to come back here with a punch because you have to take it out with a punch, and you're going to take that. It's locked in. See how we still have a little piece left. So we'll keep knocking that in there.
So it's supposed to end up flush?
It's supposed to end up flush. Because when you do it flush, then you can see the other side right there. Give it one more bang. There we go. And that feels very good. This will flop like this right now because when we put the other casting together, this bearing here will push in and it'll keep this up. This is the winding crank gear right here. This hooks into the winding crank. This goes like that. It starts cranking everything up. Now we're going to put the spindle shaft in. We'll put a little grease on there, not much, just a little bit like that. And you want some down in here because it's going to run right in there. I'm going to set this in. Just like that. Now when you come in here, you'll go, oh yeah, that feels way better, this feels way better. Now let's do the governor. And why do I use this? Because now I'm going to use the vise with my brass inserts, or you could use wood. And you're going to lock that down. This will move around. Now we're going to do the governor shaft. I've put the two screws in to hold the bearings of the governor. But lo and behold, those are made out of bronze. And lo and behold, that's the bearing for the governor, and that's in bronze also. Very unique. The other unique feature of the machine of this Fern O'Grand is this gear right here that drives it is the same type of gear that's on a music box that has wings for setting the speed. These are very fragile, but this one was made very well. So we'll put what we'll do is we'll take the shaft and we'll stick it through there like that. See how I pop this in now? We will take one of those. The illustrious Starbuck part. We will put one drop. You see how I put one drop in there? And then I will slide that one in there. And now I will push it forward a little so everything's stuck together. And I will do one drop on that bearing. And I use my little Starbucks stopper thingy and my thing there for the oil. Now you would put both fingers on the outside of the bearing and you put it together. That's good. Now what you have to do is, you see this gear? You have to line the center of this gear to that hole, because this gear on the governor is going to go dead center on that. So let's take a look. And we're going to go a little, there we go. Now what you'll do is you'll lock this one down. See how that spin? I haven't locked it down. And that's how you assemble the bottom of the casting. And then this will all fit together like this. This feels really good now. We'll now insert the fiber washer. And this part's done. When we do the next assembly, I will grease these bearings and this one when they're running, because once this thing's together and just cap things on it, there's no way to get in there. I just want to point this out, and that's my tip for the day.